Good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Hello Miguel, hello Salbakti, hello King of Swings, happy Monday. Remember, what we are trying to do here is we're trying to build the three pillars, right? Pillar number one is the strategy and or system. Pillar number 2 is the risk management, and pillar number 3 is the big one, is the psychology part. And talking about psychology, everybody, what do beginner champion traders say? Beginner champion traders say, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. Hello Cyprian Farkas. I hope that I pronounced your name correctly. Farkas. Ciao Giuseppe, come stai? And this is your hello Christian, and if this is your first time, everybody, remember we are in the intermediate module, okay? And we are learning about the Fibonacci, so if you don't quite understand what is happening, when is happening, where is happening, please go to the Ducascopy YouTube webinar page and start to listen to the basic module, lesson number 1, what is market structure. Okay? And the quote, I'm not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis, of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas, and I have my own quote here. When the market scares the hell out of you, don't be afraid to do the right thing, right? Farkash, okay, hello Farkash. Now I know how to pronounce. So when we enter a trade, everybody, and we lose, and we enter again, and we lose again, and we enter again, and we lose again, you know, when the market scares us, don't be afraid to do the right thing. You know, follow. And what is the right thing? The right thing is follow the concepts and the rules. You know, from your strategy, from a pattern, you know. I mean, from everything. And remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Hello, namaste, Patak, how are you? And for homeworks or question, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, let's recap. Okay, this is the last one that we're going to talk about the rules. Just give me a second, everybody. Just a second. I need to arrange some things. Okay, so rules for trading the three Fibonacci's. We are going to read quickly. In the meantime, everybody, please type in the chat a currency pair. So we are going to address the Fibonacci's on that currency pair. Remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. And first comes, first is served. Okay. So number 1, the original Fibonacci. We use the original Fibonacci to determine the trend direction. Number 2, then we compare trend direction from the larger time frame to the lower time frame. And 3, the last thing we need to identify in what zone are the Fibonacci's on the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. So number 1, we use the original Fibonacci to determine trend direction. And here you have the other slide, you know. And talking about trend direction it goes together with number 6. Always remember that the larger time frame controls the smaller time frame, and the direction the market will always go in the direction of the greatest force. Guys, what do you have always? It's euro dollar always. Euro dollar, euro dollar. Do you have anything other currency pairs? Farkash, don't get attached to a currency pair, my friend. Okay? 80% of the time it's euro dollar. Trade other pairs, guys and girls. But okay, I made you a promise, right? So it's going to be euro dollar, of course. Not a problem. Okay, so where is the number 1? So this is for the original. Number 2. Where is the number 2? Number 2? 1, 3, 2. We learned about the contrarian Fibonacci, and we use the contrarian Fibonacci to trade the retracements and to find the C of the original Fibonacci. And together with this rule goes again the picture, and it says number 2, every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci. No, it's okay. Euro dollar, it's okay. It's okay. And Farkas, we are not trading exotics, okay? Not everybody forget about Turkish lira, Singapore dollar. No exotics in here, you know? No problem, Farkas. We're going to start with euro dollar, okay? I made a promise, so I'm going to keep my promise, you know? Number 2, every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation. And yes, also the contrarian Fibonacci can have a contrarian Fibonacci. If not, how are you going to find the C of the contrarian Fibonacci? And the Fibonacci of the confirmation. So let's open euro dollar. I made a promise, right, everybody? And if we have time, Miguel, you too, man, always with AUD and ZD. It's always AUD. Come on, guys. You know, get adventurous a little bit. We have 23 not exotic currency pairs. So, euro dollar monthly chart. Okay. Euro dollar monthly chart. Let me see. Okay. So this is the monthly chart on euro dollar, and we have our original Fibonacci on the monthly is down. Okay. And our contrarian Fibonacci is up. I need to change colors. Before I change color, let me check. So yes, it's green goes to green. The market didn't hit the green yet, the original one. So we need to change colors on the contrarian. This is the contrarian, and this is the original one, which is the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Contrarian, original one. And again the edit levels. This is going to be red, this is going to be red again, and this is going to be original one. Save. Okay, there you go. Okay, everybody, so what would you trade? What would you trade? Would you trade? Remember, there is no right or wrong. We can have different strategies, different styles. You know, there is no right or wrong. You have scalpers, day traders, swing traders, maybe a little less position traders. This is the monthly chart, and the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. So what do you want to trade, everybody? Do you want to trade the contrarian? Do you want to trade the Fibonacci of the confirmation? What do you want to trade? So let's say, oh, but the market is making higher highs, higher lows. It's not. And we learned this from the previous lessons, everybody. We have a 50% uptrend, right? It's a 50% uptrend on the monthly. It's not confirmed yet, but still, right? How to make sense of everything that is happening according to the Fibonacci's is, well, because the market is resilient, then I'm going to enter, I'm going to trade the On the smaller time frames, I'm going to trade the contrarian Fibonacci, which is in here. Confirmation also okay. So before we are going to enter into the confirmation, this is the counter trendline break, right? And we learned the rules. Before we are going to trade the Fibonacci of the confirmation, we need to see the change in the short-term trend. So this is going to be a signal, but to trade what you see, we are going to trade both sides, right? Now this is the monthly, and what level did the market hit? So it's not violet, it's brown. It's brown, so, and it's the same level as the high. Okay, great. So we go on the weekly chart, and the market hit the extension on the sub. Okay, so this is going to be our take profit. White goes to white on the weekly chart. We are trading the subs, and we have a counter trendline break to go short. And because this is the weekly chart, and on Friday, everybody, we have the non-farm payroll news event. Okay, we can project, maybe this is going to be a high. It's a projection, right? So short term, if the market is going to continue to move up, short term, right, what we can expect? We can expect that the market is going to retrace to some level of past support and bounce back up, right? And we have past support in here. It's where we are right now. We have some level of past support. And clone, we have a new support down here, which is also a pivot point, you know, and I think this is it. But we can still address a pivot point in here. Okay, so those are three different levels of past support. If the market is going to respect the uptrend and the swings and the Fibonacci, you know, this is what we can expect, right? And after the market breaks the counter trend line, then of course we are going to go short, right? Also, there is no right or wrong, everybody. You can trade, you can scalp the chart, you know, you can trade the Fibonacci, you can trade different patterns up and down, not a problem, right? Okay, so this is the weekly, and going to the daily. Looks like, Miguel, we are going to have time to check AUD NZD. So everybody, as you can see, we have an up Fibonacci on the daily. Up Fibonacci on the daily. And the levels that we need to be careful are these levels. And talking about the rules, you know, we learned from the pictures that when the market hits a D or a sub D from the higher time frame, then we need to be very, very, very careful, you know, and profit take. Hello Annie, how are you? And profit take at these levels, you know. Now short term, you know, I need to change color. So this is the original one. There you go. The market hit the D, so pink goes to pink. We're going to delete this one, right? And the market hit the D extension, retracement, there you go. And this is our new Fibonacci. Okay, the yellow, if you want, you can have it on the chart, not a need, but you can follow the short-term structure or the so-called market wave. You know, for the beginner traders, everybody, we are in between the bulls and the bears battle. Okay, why is that? Because we have the extensions up in here from the higher time frames, and we have the extensions down in here. Okay, so euro dollar, maybe it's not the easiest pair to trade for the beginner trader. Okay, because we are in the battle between bulls and bears, you know, and we learned about this, about the Fibonacci. When you have the original and the Fibonacci of the confirmation and the contrarian, and all of them are still valid, then most likely we are sideways. So those are the borders, everybody, on the daily chart between the bulls and the bears, you know. And remember, when the market hits the D, we can expect a retracement. But yes, trading what you see, right? It's a great concept. Trade what you see. Euro dollar daily chart, the market's making higher highs, higher lows. And remember, where we are losing money, pips and money, is we need to learn that the market is going to wave, right? It's going to wave. So if you're a scalper, everybody, or intraday trader, you know, maybe less for swing traders, have an easier job here. On this currency pair, we have also currency pairs when scalpers and intraday traders have a better chance. You know, it's less complicated. So here, because short term, if you are scalping or intraday trading, you know, what is the market doing? Hit the D, you know, the market, in order to move, it needs to wave. This means that after every extension, a retracement must happen. It's a must. It cannot move other way. And talking about past support, right? We have the pivot point. So past support one is here around. Remember, everybody, pivot points and support and resistance are not numbers, are not lines, are areas. Okay, somewhere in here we are right now at past support on the daily, right? This is the daily chart. Okay, everybody, so let's make a poll. This is the daily chart. What are we going to do on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart? Who in here wants to go short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? And who in here wants to go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Let's make a poll, right? Who in here wants to go shorting the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, or who in here wants to go long? There is no, everybody, don't worry, there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. Anybody no courage today? And if this is your first time, everybody, don't be shy, okay? We are here to learn, we are here to talk, okay? You can say, oh, I want to short the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart because I believe that a retracement is forming. You can say, oh, I'm going to go long because I believe that an extension is coming. You can say, oh, I don't know. Christian says, can I see the 1 hour chart, please? Sure. 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. This is the weekly. Bye bye. So let's open the 1 hour chart. Where is the chart? Daily extension. Oh, here is the market. Let's delete the indicators, we are not there yet. Everybody, this is the 1 hour chart. And talking about the Fibonacci's, right? What can we do? Well, we have the first downswing, which is here, you know. But remember, the question is, your confirmation time frame, everybody, is the daily. Okay, so before trading on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, it would be great if you have a read on the daily. Why is that? Well, simply because the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart and the 2 hour chart is going to follow what the daily is doing. So this is the 1 hour chart. Miguel says long after the daily counter trend line break. Great, so the 1 hour chart is here. This is the first swing. And Fibonacci retracements. We are just at the second swing. Down Fibonacci. I should go short, but now is not the correct time now. Great, anywhere is going to be the correct time. Miguel says daily long after the counter trend line break. So trend line, I cannot cross the candle. So this is Miguel. Something like this. This is Miguel. Great. Annie says she would like to short. Annie, would you be so kind and tell us when is the right time? Would you be so kind and tell us when is the correct time to go short, in your opinion? Short on 1 hour chart. Great. Right now, or what else can we do? We can draw a downtrend line. And I just did a mistake, didn't I, everybody? I did a mistake, right? Yes, you did. Great. What is the mistake? Let market retrace more its look crown forming a lower chart. Yes. What is the mistake? Everybody, what I'm missing is the original one from the 1 hour chart, right? And I don't have it, so I need to do it quickly, right? So where is the starting point here? Need to start to draw my original Fibonacci in an uptrend first. I cannot, so what is the mistake, everybody? And talking about rules for trading, I cannot assume just blindly that the original Fibonacci is down. Let me check here. So I need to check the original one from the beginning of the uptrend, and greens. So the market we're going to break, we have a new beginning. This is where we're going to start drawing our original Fibonacci in an uptrend, and red goes to red. So this is the first swing. This is the second swing. Green goes to green. This is our third swing. And again, everybody, if you don't quite understand what we are doing, please go back on the Ducascopy webinar page and start to watch and learn from the beginning. The market hit the D here, so we have a new start. We have a new start. This is one. Green goes to green. I need to find the D. It must be a high, so this is the next swing. Green goes to green. and this is the next swing. So everybody, if you want to learn something today, don't plot the Fibonacci's. Don't assume that the market is falling down or it's going up just because the market is making higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs. This would be an error, you know. So I need to go in here, and after the B, right, this is the next swing. Green goes to green one more time. So I need to figure out, everybody, if I'm going to short the market, what am I shorting? Am I shorting, wow, look at this retracement. Am I shorting an original one, or am I shorting the contrarian Fibonacci retracement? I need to check upon this one. So this is the red. Let's zoom in the chart. So this is the high, and lastly, we are almost there, everybody. This is the next ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. This is the high, and one more. One more, there you go. Okay, see everybody? We are shorting the market not knowing that we are shorting the contrarian Fibonacci. Miguel says the original Fibonacci is up at the daily and the 2 hours. Yes, sir. But it doesn't matter, everybody. You can trade anything you want, right? So maybe a swing trader is going to wait for a counter trendline break and he wants to go long. A scalper, or maybe an intraday trader, is going to short the market and take advantage of the retracements. Edit level again, contrarian. So this is the picture, everybody. And talking about risk reward ratio, right? Now what is the good point? The good point is because the bulls and the bears are fighting for control. The good news is there is an opportunity to go both long and short, right? You can go short term, long term. Of course, we're going to see fundamental news on Friday. Maybe something is going to change, but for the time being the market is waving up, right? We are waving up. The market's making higher highs, higher lows. The market wave on the daily, it's up, meaning extension, retracement, extension, it's up. But as Christian and Annie said, we can trade the retracement, right? And now we are aware that it's a contrarian. Now, good point, bad point. We don't have a confirmed C because the D extension of the contrarian, it's still inside the AB boundary. And it says before, when there is a new high on the 2 hour, then short time short, okay? So when he's expecting a high on the 1 hour, 2 hour time frame, you know, and when a high is going to close, then he's expecting the market to fall, right? What about the stop loss? Christian and Annie, where would you put your stop loss? Christian, Annie, and everybody else who want to short the market, where would you put your stop loss? And Miguel, you too, where would you put your stop loss to go long? So we can trade both sides, everybody, right? And let's put some ladders. This is going to be our A, 24 black, A, clone up in here is going to be our B, this is going to be our B, clone down here is going to be our C, and one more time clone up in here, our projected extension, this is going to be our D. Talking about trading the original Fibonacci on the 1 hour chart going long, and trading the down Fibonacci, we are going to have the sub A, and clone we are going to have the sub B, sub B, and clone again we are going to have the sub C, and clone again we are going to have the sub D, sub A, sub C, sub D. So this is the sub A, sub B equals to our C, sub C, and sub D down here. Christian says stop loss at the A of the contrarian Fibonacci on the 1 hour, okay? Well, what's the challenge? The challenge is if you enter right now, and in Christian maybe your risk reward ratio is okay, it's not bad, but it's not the best, right? So still we are going to risk 1 to go after 1. Sub A, okay. Miguel says stop loss at 115. So stop loss, this is Miguel. Red color, coordinates 1.15068. This is Miguel. And for the trader who wants to go long, right? So Miguel is going to enter long after he sees the counter trendline break. So this is the D extension and clone. Well, if this would be the entry, Miguel, you are going to risk more than you are going to make. So risk reward is not in your favor. Christian says 1 to 1. Yes, sir. Annie says stop loss 119. Okay. So let's make a different color. Something like this. And Annie says 1.19300. Annie, tell us, what are you trading? Patak says sub A together with Christian, okay. What are you trading, Annie? And clone, this is going to be the sub A, right? Sub A somewhere in here. Okay, so Christian and Patak has a different stop loss than Annie. Annie, what pattern are you trading? Because if you are trading the, I'm going to wait for your answer, but if you are trading the contrarian and white goes to white, you are risking more than you are making. Annie? I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. I'm going to wait for the answer, but if the entry would be right now, you are risking more than you are making. Christian says, but for intraday traders it's okay. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Guys, nobody wants to give a beer to my Fibonacci dog? He was telling you something on Friday. You know? On Friday my Fibo dog said something about one currency. Nobody wants to buy him a beer or something, you know? Miguel says, take profit at the weekly D extension line. Miguel, I love you, right? We are friends. How do you know that the market is not going to break your 1 hour Fibonacci and hit the weekly D extension? Everybody, you are still not getting the Fibonacci game. You are not getting this. This is where you are going to lose money, everybody. You know? Oh, Fibonacci doesn't work. Oh, it works, it works. But when you are entering, everybody, when you are entering from the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, you know, and you are said, oh, my take profit, it's at the weekly. How do you know that the swing is not going to stop you out? Give Fibo a beer. A beer monster. King, do you know why, right? Your Fibo dog needs a cookie. Why? Who remember what he said on Friday? What did he say on Friday? He said, well, just maybe, you know, maybe, just maybe, we don't know. Everybody look at the picture. It's an old one for a few years ago. It's from the internet, it's not mine. But you don't get it still. This is where we lose when we trade with the Fibonaccis. And it's not understandable. What I'm trying to say to you, everybody, is